cringe cut. So, hello and welcome back to Imagination Mansion. We are back to my face. I have been struggling to do certain things creatively recently, and I think it's because so much of my brain capacity is taken up by things I don't need to do. So one of the things I'm going to be trying to do as of today is to cut down on my screen time. Interestingly, it's not so much doom scrolling that I do, but just kind of faffing about on my phone, I guess you could say. So I don't have social media really on my phone. I basically get it to post something if I want to, and then it lasts about a week before I get bored and delete it. But it's more the problems I have is one with Pinterest. Hilariously not with the AI stuff, just because the stuff I look at that never really, I don't see much of it essentially. And if I do, I just kind of click the hide this pin not relevant to me thing, and it tends to I tend to see less. But more, it's more just pretty pictures, cool wall, looks. I'm terrible for saving just aesthetic collages. I change my phone wallpaper maybe once a month, but I have so many options and I just keep finding them. And then memes, I also find a lot of memes, which is not great because then my entire home feed is just filled with memes, and then that means that's all that's up, because algorithms are so reactive these days and I kind of hate it. I remember I got into a sort of a gamer YouTuber, and that was all that was on. I watched one, maybe two videos in a row, and it was this is all you're gonna see. It's gotten to the point where I literally have to say don't recommend this channel to channels I am subscribed to, just simply so my homepage shows me something new. And thankfully that works, and it does sort of get rid of it, but then it means it gets so confused. My YouTube homepage does not know what it's doing. It's what does she want from us? And I'm I don't know, you tell me. That's supposed to be the point. Unless I'm looking for something specific, you are supposed to be helping me, instead of showing me the same videos over and over again that I am clearly not clicking on, so I am clearly not interested in. But anyway, I think that's the problem with every algorithm at the moment, and it's just, there is such a thing as too reactive. This is how you get echo chambers, guys, which, some people would say that's what they're going for, especially some of them, but it is something you kind of have to mentally be aware of and not just let the technology dictate what you're going to do or what you're going to see. It is good to just search things up just to see something different, because echo chambers are dangerous for any point of view. I scroll through Pinterest a lot, I scroll through YouTube a lot, and then I also just play silly little games on my phone, which I know isn't the end of the world, and if you're stuck in a waiting room or something like that, it's something to do, but I'm doing it a lot. And I need to not be doing it a lot. I think part of it, I just need something to do with my hands, to the point where I've literally been advised to get my own stress ball or something, just so I've got something to do with my hands. Yeah, I really need to cut down on it, because not necessarily because it's massive, but because it means I don't just sit in silence and then reach for something that I actually want to do, I just find myself like reaching for my phone and like even just like opening and closing it. Whereas there are things creatively that I actually want to do. Like I've got, you know, a children's novel that I have edited and I have started typing up draft 2, but I haven't touched in like months. And I know part of it is because I end up with the mindset of like, oh, it's already done, why am I doing it again? But that can only explain away so much. And then there's other things that I want to do, like, you know, like other stories that I want to do, like mini art projects and things, like games that I want to play. Like I literally have to the right of me a bunch of like PC games that I've got from charity shops that I want to play. Like I literally have like a disc drive so I can play these games, and I'm just constantly, yeah, just like going on YouTube or playing little games on my phone or playing the same like video games over and over again. But then I'm not even properly playing them. Like it's been a while since I've just like sat down and played a game for a stretch of time. Like even on like my Switch, I just like sit down and play Animal Crossing or Pokemon or any of the other games I have on there for longer than like 5-10 minutes. And I think it's been a while. So I kind of want to get my attention span back. So I've seen a lot of people doing like dopamine detoxes and stuff like that on the internet. I haven't watched any of them, but I've known that term floating around, and I don't think that's what I'm doing. But I think I do have to teach myself how to be bored. And I think that will hopefully make me a lot more creative, or at least actively creative. Like I said in my last video, in my April wrap-up, like it was fun just to make things with my hands again, and I didn't realise until that point how long it had been since I'd just made something. Like for those it was like a little pack of cards, but you know, it's only recently that I finally got around to rearranging my room so that I could put all my art supplies out again. Like they'd just been in a box, and it felt so good just to slap, like it's not necessarily like a masterpiece or anything like that, but just being able to like slap some paint onto a piece of paper was like almost revolutionary, and it really shouldn't be. And the fact that it's taken me so long just to read books and just to have the attention span to sit down and just read for like, yeah, like I say, like longer than like 10 minutes. Like I'm a fast reader, but there's only so few pages I can read in about 10 minutes. Like I'm good, but I'm not that good. So yeah, I think this is, I don't want to reach too much for my phone, which is what I'm filming on at the moment, or my PC for just like generic stuff. Because I think the thing that made me realize how much I was reaching for stuff, like specifically on my computer, was the fact that it was, for whatever reason, I don't know if it was YouTube, if it was my PC, if it was like the browser, but the videos kept crashing and they were buffering for ages and they were struggling to load, and I was getting stressed that I couldn't just like keep watching stuff. And that was when I kind of went, okay, maybe we should cut down on the generic videos that you're watching. Some of them are not generic, some of them are very, very interesting. Like I said, I'm watching, like, I occasionally watch like horror game gameplays, which are very, very interesting, because some of these games are beautiful. I watch some more like documentary style videos about different topics. So it's obviously not all, like, I wouldn't call anything that I watch like slop, but sometimes I am just watching like old like videos, which was, you know, like the very old fashioned like, hi guys and welcome to, like, because they're nostalgic to me. But it was just like, I was watching them in bulk, and like I said, it was just like crashing and stuff, and I was just like, I have been doing nothing but watching these. I should do something else, like something that requires me to use my hands and switch my brain on, which I don't think I've been doing a lot of recently. And it feels like I've just been stuck in some sort of, I guess, limbo, where it's like the stuff I want to do, I have the mental drive to do it, I'm just not doing it. And I think it's possibly because I'm just so used to doing other things, and so I'm like, right, okay, I'm gonna have to actively stop myself from doing these other things, because then maybe my brain will finally go like, oh, well, if you're not gonna do that, I guess we'll have to do the thing that you wanted us to do in the first place. And I can be like, finally! So fingers crossed that is what happens. If it doesn't, then I don't know, I'm just gonna have to like go to some sort of art therapy class or something, which is entirely valid, and maybe that's what I need if this isn't the problem. But yeah, fingers crossed it is just a case of like, I've just got like really divided attention, and I've just shrunk my attention span, and I just need to get some of that back. So yeah, so for going forwards, I'm gonna dumb down my phone a lot. Just leave like, basically, I've got a couple of games on there where I've got a lot of progress and I'm very invested in it. So I probably will keep those because I've been playing them for literally years. But the ones which are basically just like match 3 and stuff like that, I'll probably delete. It pains my heart, but I'll probably delete Pinterest as well because I can waste absolute ages on there. And then there's some like other bits and pieces that I can probably get rid of as well. And then hopefully, if I'm on my phone, all I can do is like use it as a phone, like Google stuff if I need to, and then like the only things I basically want to be able to scroll are Google Books, because I have a couple of books on there and I'm literally reading one about art at the moment, and Wikipedia. That is all I want to be able to scroll, because I'll either be like, oh, this is really, really interesting, and actually start looking up stuff, or I'll go, this is really boring, I should get off my phone. So, you know, either way it's a win. Either I learned something I wanted to learn, or I've realised that no, I do not want to be learning about this football stuff, you know, like 2003. Let's get off my phone. So that is the plan. I think I might almost do vloggy stuff to sort of like so where was I? But yeah, I might do little vloggy stuff, almost because it's kind of hard to be on my phone if my phone is my camera. But also just like, you know, sitting and filming me just scrolling through stuff on my computer is going to be the most boring content ever. So I'm more likely going to be like, oh, I'm filming a video, I'd better do something interesting. Even if it's like typing stuff up, working on stuff for my D&D stuff, reading is even more interesting than just watching me sat there statically being like, because obviously that's all that I'll be doing, while maybe eating far too many snacks and drinking far too much caffeine. So yeah, so you'll probably see little pop-ups of me doing little vlogs. There might be just like little short ones, like I say, just the having, because this is what I used to do when I was trying to learn like music theory and stuff like that, is I literally would just point a camera at myself and just force myself to do something, because if I wasn't doing anything, then why was the camera on? And so I was basically just using it as like almost like a personal trainer, but just for being productive, but not for like I have to be doing something or everything's meaningless, but just I am not doing things that I genuinely want to do, and that needs to stop. I need to actually start doing the things that I want to do, because I want to do them, because they're you know, it's me working towards things that I actually want to finish. Like, I actually want to finish this novel so that I can, you know, maybe go look for an editor and a publisher and all this kind of stuff, and have it published, have it out there, whether I go traditional publishing or like figure out how to self-publish it. Like, both are valid. You know, I've got other story ideas that I want to do, and I've got art pieces I want to make. I don't know, there might be art series that I want to make, you know, like a series of paintings or a series of this or a series of that. And maybe I can do something with those as well. Like, you know, I won't know if I don't do it. And so this is me just being like, right, I am gonna do something about it. And if I have to be guilt tripped into it by my phone camera, then so be it. Because it's that or smack my head into a wall, and I'd rather not do that. Yeah. So that is the plan going forwards. So hopefully I'll be a little bit more active on here than just my monthly videos, because I think because they weren't that interesting for me to film, they're probably not that interesting to watch either, so apologies for that. So I actually need to, you know, like, prove that I am a creative person and that there is a point to me making these videos, instead of just like being like, hi, this is what I read. Wasn't much, but I did it. Because I do like talking about books, and I probably will still talk about books on here. But I need to reclaim other parts of myself as well, I think. So, yeah. But yeah, give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe. So hopefully there should be a bit more creative stuff on here in the future. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.